Hello, I'm Shelton Cruz. I'm the Executive Director of the Florida Athletic Coaches Association. We were founded in 1936 by a group of head coaches that wanted to promote our profession and the players that we coach. We have a long history of doing great things for our profession and our players. Today's event is the 33rd Annual Girls Softball All-Star Classic here on the beautiful campus of Florida Southern College in Lakeland at Chris Bellotto Field. This is an amazing facility, gives a college atmosphere, as many of our players will go on in the next chapter of their lives playing at the college level. We hope you will enjoy today's game with these outstanding athletes as they compete against each other in a series of games over 2 days. We're very, very happy and excited about the young ladies we have competing, and I think you'll enjoy the game and see some quality softball play. Thank you.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We're proud to be providing live coverage of the Florida Athletic Coaches Association's 33rd Annual All-Star Softball Classic. We're in Lakeland today at Chris Bellotto Field on the campus of Florida Southern College. And as most of you are likely aware, we had some cancellations on Friday night due to some significant rain in the area. There's a little preview about what we had to deal with there. That was at about 6:30 last night. Just massive rains and lightning close by.
Yeah, Will, it was an exciting night last night trying to get ready, but Mother Nature had a different plan for us, and unfortunately, I don't believe it stopped raining until 10:30, 11 o'clock last night. That's
right, but we have a situation like that. You got to take the safety of the players into account, so we moved the games over to Saturday. The Gulf Coast Sports Network is an all-volunteer owned and operated registered nonprofit media company. All of our content is free as part of our mission. Please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and our Facebook and Twitter pages, which are all free, but it does help us in offsetting our costs. You can find our social media pages by searching for @GCSN Broadcast. Any players or family members that wish to take clips from tonight's ball game are welcome to do so, but if you do repost them on social media, we do ask that you tag us, again using that @GCSN Broadcast tag, as our videos are protected by copyright, so please tag us if you repost. As always, we appreciate your viewership and your support. Alongside Brian Lott today, I'm Will Wilkie. We'll be bringing you the call for the games. And Brian, what a collection of talent that we have on hand here today.
Thank you, Will. I couldn't agree more. And thanks for all of you joining us today. Florida is often thought of being the top state in the country when it comes to softball talent. And here at the FACA All-Star Classic, we're going to have the privilege of watching the best of the best on the diamond.
That's right, Brian. This is an invitation-only All-Star Classic, and the teams are assigned by locations across all 4 regions of the state. The FACA coaches and committees came together and made their selections based on their in-depth knowledge of the top talent in their respective regions.
And not only do we have the top talent showcasing their talents on the field today, but we also have the top coaches in the state. The coaches for the All-Star Classic also go through a nomination and selection process in order to leave their respective regions.
We've got so much exciting talent all the way around. We're eager to get started. A great day of softball action awaits. It's a great time to hit that subscribe button now. Toss a like our way as well. We will run through the team rosters and the ground rules for the Classic coming up in just a moment. Please be aware that we've been made aware just before game time. Some players have changed rosters to ensure that they can play today. So the roster graphics that we're going to show are going to reflect the original team assignments, although in the batting graphics you may see a different player on a different team today. That was the best we could do on such short notice. But let's go ahead and get things started, Brian, with the South roster. So making the South squad today will be Bianca Bartow from Sickles, Gracie Ciccarello from Plant, Isabella Bertarelli from Coral Springs Charter, Samantha Titzel from Palm Beach Gardens, Ensley Lloyd from Osceola Fundamental, Eden Playa from Somerset Silver Palms, Rayleigh Lyman from St. Thomas Aquinas, and Alana Vasquez from Pembroke Pines. And we're actually going to have to come back and finish this. They're eager to get the game started. And leading off for the West will be Samantha Walls. Count evens up at 1-1. We also had a last-minute pitching change, so once we get that information, we'll get that information entered into our system. So the pitcher for the South is actually not on our roster. Count runs even 2-2. Slapper into left. That's going to drop in. And Waltz will get things started with a single for the West.
A great way to get the game started off with here. Got a nice little slap bunt there to left field and get that first base runner on here.
Now brings up Kendall Wiley from North Fort Myers. First pitch offering misses away for ball one. That'll miss. Throw down will not be in time. Stolen base for Walls. Shot up the middle. That's going to be knocked down and make the toss to first for out number one. And Walls advances to third base on the play. That was Velasquez on the play at second. Made the toss to Lieberman over at first. Now brings up Hannah Taylor from Hernando High School. Change up, that gets fouled away out of play, first base side. There's a shot to right over the head of Lenska into right field. A run will score and an RBI double for Hannah Taylor. And the West gets on the board first, 1-0. Nice piece of hitting there, Brian.
That was a great piece of hitting. And did a great job and scored that run here in that top half of the first inning.
That'll now bring up Savannah Ellis from Hernando. Change up. That'll connect in the zone for called strike one. Offering will miss high to even things up. Still working on trying to get the starting pitcher for you. So it looks like Lieberman's actually in the circle. Oh, and 2 the count. Fastball misses on the inner half. And Leggetti's at first. And Ciccarello at short. So we apologize for the mix-up on that. There's a rocket shot to left. Outstanding grab by Titzel to record the out. Now puts 2 outs on the board for the South. Brings up Angie Young from Palm Harbor University High School. And there's a ground ball to Leggetti. She'll take it unassisted for out number 3. And that'll move us to the bottom of the first inning. The West gets 1 run on 2 hits. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
So we moved to the bottom of the first inning. And what we've decided to do, since the games actually got started about 7 minutes early, we weren't able to run through the rosters for both teams. So we're going to go ahead and do our roster graphics at the end of the broadcast. Also, stay tuned at the end of the broadcast. We'll be announcing our Glory Days player of the game. Player of the game today will get a commemorative mini bat, as well as a gift certificate to Glory Days. We appreciate their sponsorship of the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We'll go ahead and run through the defensive set for the West. Mercado in the circle, Taylor behind the plate, Torres at third, Reynolds at short, Brooks at second, Wiley at first, Walls in left, working in center, and Young gets the start in right. Leading things off for the South will be Emily Leggetti from American Heritage High School. And she'll take the ball one offering from Mercado. And we got to get the pitcher graphic switch there. The teams actually switched home and away right before the game started, so we didn't have a chance to switch things over.
That's a good changeup there by Mercado. What a shot to right field. And a great job by Young to get to the foul line there and record the first out of the inning.
So 1 out now in the inning. Brings up Gracie Ciccarello from Plant High School. Grotto's offering misses outside for ball one.
Sure has turned out to a beautiful day today. Hopefully this weather holds off till we can get through the games this afternoon.
Changeup. That'll drop in the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out in the inning. Grotto with some zip on it. And fastball, outside corner. Good patience by Ciccarello to lay off of that one. Runs the count full. Fouled away, straight back. Good battle. And the payoff pitch up the middle. Diving grab by Brooks. Unable to make a grab, but great athleticism on that play, Brian.
That was a great job. That was a good bit of hitting there from Ciccarelli, and Brooks made an excellent play, but it was so far up the middle, just couldn't quite get up and get that play to first. Great all-around play for both sides.
So runner aboard. The fastball gets by. Now for Annalise Bunsey, representing Jensen Beach. As you can see from our center field camera, we still have a pretty stiff wind here this afternoon. That changeup going to come in on the inside. Even up the count 1-1. Again, Mercado in the circle. And we're going to get our pitcher graphics corrected because, again, we had the teams are actually flipped. South is the home team this afternoon. West is the visitor. Change up again. Breaking for second is Ciccarello. She'll make it in. Taylor with the toss to second.
That was a great pitch to be able to steal on. It's always good when you get that curveball or changeup. Slow coming to the plate, it gives that runner a little bit closer. But I think a good fastball, Taylor had a good chance of getting her out. But with that changeup, Ciccarelli was able to get in there.
And that'll miss high for ball 4. Bunsey will take her base. Putting runners on first and second. Now for Rayleigh Lyman, St. Thomas Aquinas. As there's going to be a quick discussion in the circle. You know, all these players are new to each other, likely just getting a feel for the game. You know, certainly great talents, but chemistry does matter when you're talking about the pitcher and the catcher there, Brian.
Yeah, you're exactly right there. You come in, everybody's new to you, trying to build that. You know, the coaching staff's trying to learn the kids. It's difficult, but these girls, they're here for a reason, and they're doing a great job.
Swing and a miss. South threatening with the 2 runners on. Another big cut. Go ahead, hit that like button. Let us know that you're enjoying the broadcast here today. Hit that subscribe button. It helps us out as well. We do appreciate it. And that'll be a strikeout for Mikado. And gets out number 2 in the books for the West. Now brings up Ensley Lloyd from Osceola Fundamental. Trying to make something happen here in the bottom of the first inning. Should fouls that one away on the first base side. And the 0-1. Stopped by Taylor. Gets through that one. Ball squirts away a little bit. Caruso advances to third. Bunsey will hold at first, putting runners now on the corners. Hard hit ball to left. Going back on it, and foul ball as it did leave the ballpark. Lloyd with some power on that one, Brian.
Yeah, she did. Lloyd got on that one. That was looks like that might have been a little mistake there in Mercado with a 1-2 count. She gave it to her fastball on the inside, and Lloyd did a great job and turned on it. She turned just a little too much. It looked like it missed that foul line by about 4 or 5 feet, so I don't believe she's going to get that pitch again.
Lloyd's going to be attending the University of Florida this fall, looking to major in business administration. So I'm sure she's going to be looking forward to being a Gator. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. West with a 1-0 advantage first inning at the FACA All-Star Softball Classic. And that'll be strike 3. Mercado with another strikeout. The South leave 2 aboard. And we move to the second. Still 1-0. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We'll be back right after this.
Welcome to the Clubhouse, Tampa Bay's premier baseball and softball training facility. Our 11,000 square foot training facility features rentable cages and bullpen lanes, along with the newest technology such as HitTrax and Rapsodo, baseball and softball pitching machines, full gym, and plyo area, all to keep you at the top of your game. We also have a fully stocked baseball and softball pro shop carrying the biggest brands such as Marucci, Rawlings, Easton, DeMarini, Wilson, and many more. If you're in need of training, we also have the area's top professional instructors offering hitting, pitching, fielding, and strength instruction for both baseball and softball players. From youth to professional athletes, the Clubhouse has you covered. We are conveniently located 1 mile east of the Suncoast Parkway on Spring Hill Drive. Stop in and check us out.
So we move to the second inning. As you would expect, high quality pitching, diving plays, and some solid hits so far. Leading off the inning will be Sarah Yamrick from Bishop Verot High School. She's committed to play softball for Bloomsburg University in Pennsylvania. Looking to be a biology/pre-med major, so she's getting it done on the field and in the classroom. As it now drops to 0-2. Lieberman offers, and that'll miss outside. We talked about Sarah Yammer getting it done in the classroom. She's also graduated summa cum laude at Bishop Verot, so job well done there. Change up into left. And a leadoff single for Yamrick. And a runner aboard for the West.
And the West has done a good job here so far in these first inning and a piece to time up this changeup and hit that little blooper right over.
Nia Brooks with a hard ground ball to second. Safe everywhere. It was a nice play by Velasquez.
Velasquez did a great job to stop that ball, and she thought she was going to be able to tag out Yamrick, and Yamrick was able to get away from that tag, and now we got two ladies on here in top half of the second inning with nobody out.
Now for Ella Torres of Parish Community. Change up. Nice change of velocity to get called strike one. Hard hit ball to left, but twisting in foul territory. Wow, she got a hold of that one.
Yeah, she did.
But quickly 0-2 for Lieberman. She's going to try to take advantage of being ahead in the count. Hard hit Geraldo to Velasquez again. Still try to flip it. Velasquez to Ciccarello to Leggett for the double play, but a run will come in, or a correction, run will hold at third. So the 4-6-3 double play, job well done. That'll flip an inning.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what Lieberman was looking for. Get that double play. Try to get out of this inning when you started with two ladies on and nobody out.
That's good, fouled away. So we have another player batting we don't have on our roster. Hard hit ball to left. That's fouled away. One and two. Again fouled away. We did have some players switch teams today, which we're still getting information on, so we're going to do our best here. Count runs even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lieberman looking to get out of the inning. Fastball inside. Hard hit ball to left. That will drop in. A run will score. Looks like that was Reynolds, so we were actually good there. Mackenzie Reynolds with the RBI single to left. Again, another nice piece of hitting there, Brian, especially with having that 2 strikes on her.
Yeah, she did a great job there.
Now for Amanda Lee. Snap throw to first, not in time. Change up. Amanda Lee from Lakewood Ranch. Another snap throw down to first. Called strike on the play. Count runs even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And swing and a miss, strike 3, strikeout for Lieberman to end the inning, to end the half inning. We move to the bottom of the second. West able to capitalize on an RBI single from Reynolds. 2-0's our score. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. Why would you deal with this pain for another day?
Wagner. No, Hernandez.
So Jesse Hernandez from Somerset Silver Palms leading off the bottom of the second inning takes called strike 1. Hard hit ball to left. And again, foul territory. We're trying to get, there's so many position changes between innings, we're trying to keep up with it. So please bear with us. Torres now in the circle. Half swing, that's going to go into center field. Diving attempt by Working. Great effort. That's going to drop in for a single. Runner aboard for the South. And this is one of the roster changes we were talking about. Skylar Wagoner, originally from the East team, now on the South team. She's coming in from Vieira High School. And the 1-0 offering. Big cut. Torres able to get it by to even things up at 1-1. It looks like the only changes that we had the last inning. Ellis now in left, Lee at third, Torres in the circle. goes the opposite way.
Wagner had the right idea there. Punch it down the left field side. Just a little bit foul.
Count now goes to 2-2. As looks like we have an issue with the contact lens over at first base. So Hernandez just making sure she gets that taken care of. And we'll resume play. Big cut.
That's a great pitch by Torres there. She threw that thing on the outside, way outside actually, and it just looked too good to Wagner, and she was able to get that K recorded.
That'll now bring up Isabella Caruso from Spruce Creek. She also came over from the East roster to accommodate her timelines today. I believe both players are dealing with graduations later on this afternoon, so it shows how much they care about this game, wanting to be here, and it's great to see. And that looks to miss low. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Correction, 2-1. Hernandez led off the inning with a single to center. If you hit that subscribe button, you can also enter our chat room. Again, subscription's free on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. You can enter our chat room. Leave a message for your favorite player on the field today. The chat rooms do get replayed with the archive footage on our channel, so you can go back and watch it. Full count, payoff pitch from Torres. Slapped to left, but out of play, foul. Just out of the reach of Lee there at third. So we'll do it again. And the payoff pitch. Slapped over to Reynolds at short. Fires across the diamond, not in time. Reynolds to Wiley. And Caruso able to leg that one out.
That's a great play by Reynolds to be able to get to that ball and get her feet set and get that play. It's just not quite in time.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Brian. Great athleticism there on the backhand. Two on, 1 out now for Bianca Bartow from Sickles High School down there in Tampa. Trying to capitalize with this opportunity, runners and board. Count now moves to 2-0. And that'll connect on the inner half. You know, Brian, we're sitting here watching this game. Of course, it's an all-star game, so you expect the highest level of play, especially in the state of Florida. And already, I mean, we're here in the bottom of the second inning. We've seen some fabulous defensive plays already.
We have. You're exactly right. We've seen some great defensive plays, and we've also seen some really good hits. Unfortunately, there's been a couple of them that left the ballpark, but it was just on the foul side of the foul pole. But I think all around you was expecting to see some really good pitching come in, but I think the hitters have done a good job to adjust to it, and I believe there's been a collective 7 hits so far in the inning, or excuse me, in these first 2 innings.
And that'll be ball 4. And we're talking about big plays just now. Here we are, bases loaded, so the potential for a big play. Now for Amanda Lieberman from Jupiter High School. And she can help her own cause as she got the start in the circle for the South squad. She'll take ball 1 low. And that offering will miss away. Go ahead and give us a follow on our social media as well. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter by searching for @GCSN Broadcast. We'll be featuring our Glory Days player of the game there. After each game tonight, there's a fly ball into the gap in right center field. That's going to be multiple runs. Runners come around to score, and holding at second is Lieberman. So here comes the South with 1 swing of the bat. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
That was a great hit by Lieberman there. Hit the line drive, 1 hop the fence. I was able to get a double out of it and got 2 runs scored to get this thing tied up. So she did a great job there coming in, starting off pitching, and to be able to come in the second inning and get her team tied back up here in the bottom half of the second inning.
Maria Zelenka steps in from Florida Christian High School, fouls that first pitch offering away. Torres now quickly ahead, 0-2. He's going to be looking for that punch-out pitch. Zelenka trying to get the bat alive, trying to get another run in for the South. That'll be called strike 3 on the outer half. So Torres able to battle back after the 2 RBI double to get out number 2. And it looks like we're going to have another visit to the circle. Run through the coaching staffs for both squads while we have a moment. For the West, Steve Constantino, head coach from Venice, assisted today by Mitch Wilkins of Land O'Lakes and David Erb of Venice. And in the other dugout, Brian Balcom from St. Thomas Aquinas, assisted today by Randy Jackson of Palm Beach Gardens, Mark Schusterman of Riviera Prep, and Mark Montemuro from Coral Springs Charter. Alana Velasquez now in the box from Pembroke Pines Charter. Talked earlier about some of those fantastic plays in the field. Velasquez, part of quite a few of them already.
I believe she's had 2 of them. And she's going to look here to get it done get it done here in the bottom half of the second inning and try to get 2 more runs across the board here.
Inside. And the 2-1 offering now outside as Torres tries to work the corners. But Velasquez is not biting.
And ball 4.
That'll again load the bases. Turns the lineup over now for Emily Leggetti of American Heritage. And she'll take ball one outside.
She actually had that hard line drive to right field there and start the game off.
This fall, she's going to be playing softball for the Hokies at Virginia Tech, and she lines that one into left outside the reach of Lee. 2-1s reeling around to score. And South continues to put together a solid inning, plating another 2 runs and now taking a 4-2 lead off the 2 RBI single from Emily Leggetti. And again, she's attending Virginia Tech in the fall, looking to major in business. Now brings up Gracie Ciccarello, who got to hit her first at bat. Going to Eckerd College is Gracie, also looking to major in business. And her proudest high school softball memory is winning districts regionals and advancing to the state semifinals. Also getting it done in the classroom as she's a member of the National Honor Society at Plant High School. It's fouled down that third base line again. It's a steamy day here in Lakeland. Hard line drive to right. That's going to drop in front of Young. Play at the plate. And she's out of there. Another great defensive effort. This time to net out number 3 at the plate. That'll take us to the 3rd inning. South has battled back to take a 4-2 advantage. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the FACA Softball All-Star Classic. So we're in the 3rd inning. 4-2 is our score. Advantage South over West. We have a new pitcher in for the South. That's Samantha Titzel from Palm Beach Gardens High School. We'll try to get through the rest of the defensive changes in just a moment, and we'll announce that when we can. Leading off the inning for the West will be Kenna Tipman of Venice High School. Planning to attend Alpena Community College up in Michigan. I don't envy those winners. Looking to major in criminal justice And her proudest softball memory is being named as the captain and stepping into a leadership role and had the opportunity to encourage and inspire her teammates. Sounds like a great team player. That gets fouled away, even up the count at 1-1. Kenna has also been selected as one of the top 60 women baseball players in the country and participated in the first annual All-American Women's Baseball Classic while also securing an overall 4.4 high school GPA and the dual enrollment in college classes. Wow, she's just getting it done all the way around,
Yeah,
right?
she is.
And the 1-2. That'll miss away. The defensive alignment that we have for this inning, again, Titzel in the circle, Bartow behind the plate, Hernandez at third, Lehman at short. Zuccarello now moves to second. Ligeti remains at first. Lloyd in left, Bunsey in center, and Zelenka in right field. And we've now got a 3-2 payoff pitch for the first batter of the inning, Kenna Tipton. That gets fouled straight back. Hope you're enjoying the multi-camera format here today on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We are a registered nonprofit media company. We do appreciate your viewership and your support. If you subscribe to our channel, it actually helps us out a lot as we are an all-volunteer organization, so we just look to offset our costs. Tipton will take the walk. Nice discipline at bat to get a runner aboard this inning. Now brings up the first pitcher of the game, Alana Mercado from Land O'Lakes. Fouls that one away to the third base side. And the 0-1, again fouled away. Then we're on the campus of Florida Southern College in Lakeland, Florida. A fantastic facility here at Chris Bellato Field. Everybody really pitched in this morning. There was a lot of water to clear off the field. That's going to be lined over the head of Lee into left field. So a single for Mercado, a correction for over the head of Hernandez. Single for Mercado now puts two runners on. Now brings up Nicole Working from Land O'Lakes. And she'll take Titzel's offering high for ball one.
Looks like the West is doing a good job here fighting back. Got two ladies on here with nobody out. And a
Yep, right
great
there.
hit right to the right side and trying to bring one in.
And does.
And going to bring another one in too on a pass ball.
And motoring all the way around to third is Working on the heads-up base running after the solid hit in the gap to right field. And just like you said, Brian, the West battles right back and ties up the ball game at 4 apiece.
With nobody out. And that brings us back to the top of the order too.
Right, Samantha Walls now steps in. She singled her first time up.
She had a nice line drive over Lehman there in the top half of the first inning there to left field.
Walls is a South Florida, University of South Florida commitment. She'll be playing ball for the Bulls in next season, looking to major in sports marketing. And she was also named the Hillsborough County Player of the Year for 2023, so putting together a fabulous season down there at Newsom High School. Actually had the pleasure of broadcasting one of Newsom's games this year. So we're familiar with Miss Walls and her solid play this season. Tries to slap that one away, in foul territory it goes. I just want to make our viewers aware, because of the rain out yesterday, the FACA Executive Director, Shelton Cruz, really doing the best that he can to try to get as much action for the girls here this evening, as that again gets fouled away. So we're going to try to get as much play in for the girls as we can. If the normal regulation 7-inning game concludes before the 2-hour mark, we're actually going to continue play to allow these girls to get as many reps as they possibly can. So while it might not be a traditional extra inning game in terms of the score, if we don't have a tie score, that is the initial plan. Regardless, the maximum time point that we have here to ensure both games getting in, this game will conclude at 2 o'clock regardless, but we may be going into extra innings to cover that. So just wanted to make our viewers aware of that. Infield now in. Slapped, a beautiful grab and double play ball by Hernandez there at third. That's a highlight reel, Brian.
You got that right. That was a great play, and that's exactly what they needed. With nobody out, she was able to get that ball and tag the lady out at third base, and get 2 outs here in the inning and nobody on. So try to keep this thing tied up.
Now brings up Kendall Wiley from North Fort Myers. Popped up into left. Ranging over and making the grab is Lloyd for out number 3. But the West answers right back to tie up the ball game. We're all notched up at 4. You're watching the FACA Softball Classic right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. Why would you deal with this pain for another day?
They don't have a left fielder.
So we're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Annalise Bunsey to lead things off. She's going to be attending Stetson in the fall, majoring in health sciences. Going to be a Stetson Hatter out there in DeLand, Florida. That gets fouled off the hand. Ouch. Certainly hope that she's all right. Once he walked her first time up. Run through the defensive set for you in just a moment as we saw some changes the last inning. We'll just do it after this pitch. And that'll be called strike 3. Great placement there by Vega. And going through the defensive set right now, Vega in the circle. Taylor remains behind the plate. Lee at third. Tippmann at short. Mercado at second. Ellis at first. Reynolds in left. Working in center. Yamrick in right.
And it looked like Lehman just got hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Lehman from St. Thomas Aquinas came in, got hit by a pitch on the first offering, so she'll take her base. Now for Ensley Lloyd. She turned on one, but in foul territory. Another big cut.
Another good pitch, too. Looks like Torres, she's bringing some heat, too. Excuse me, Vega, not Torres, Vega.
Hard ground ball off the glove of Lee at third. Lehman will move back to first. Little ground ball over there to Mikado at second. Makes the toss to Ellis at first for out number 1. Correction, out number 2. It will allow Lehman to advance to second. And wasting no time is Vega. Delivers the first pitch to Gessie Hernandez from Somerset Silver Palms.
She had a line drive hit to center field her first at bat, too. The ball squirted away from Taylor and allowed Lehman to get to third base here with two outs. And we got a 2-0 count here on Hernandez.
Guess he's going to be going to Miami-Dade College this fall, looking to major in pre-physical therapy. And her most memorable softball memory in high school was going to states her senior year. So Somerset making a run in 2023 thanks to the efforts of Gessie Hernandez. Now looking at a 2-2 count with 2 outs, a runner on third. Right back up the middle. That's going to be a tough play. It'll squirt through. RBI single for Hernandez. And it puts South back into the lead, 5-4. Brings up Skylar Wagner from the air. Another big cut. Quickly 0-2. Tell you, Brian Wagner gets a hold of one. I think we know where it's going to go.
Yep. Oh, almost got it.
It's fouled away.
Yeah, she looks like she could do some damage there.
And the 0-2 from Vega will miss low. Disciplined by Wagner to lay off.
I think Wagner's one of those ones that came from the east side as well to be able to accommodate some prior engagements. And that's a great pitch.
And that'll be strike 3 for out number 3. But not before the South capitalizes. We put another run up on the board. They take a 5-4 advantage. We move to the 4th. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
My name is Tom Roselli. I served in the U.S. Navy 65 to 69. Through all the turmoil and stress battling with the VA, I've come to learn that certain organizations have their hands tied and can only proceed so far, whereas Attorney Chris Chambers has the experience and the ability to dig into the files and get the results that got me my 100%. Tremendous job in helping veterans.
So we're in the top of the 4th inning, 5-4 advantage South. It's the Glory Days 4th inning. Glory Days has been partnering with the Gulf Coast Sports Network for each of the last 3 seasons. We appreciate their support as they help sponsor our Glory Days Player of the Game. At the conclusion of today's ball game, the Player of the Game will receive a souvenir mini bat courtesy of the Gulf Coast Sports Network and a gift certificate from Glory Days. So be sure to follow us at GCSM Broadcast to see the players profiled there. Leading off the inning for the West will be Hannah Taylor from Hernando. And we'll get you the defensive alignment for the South in just a moment. Hannah's going to be going to Eckerd College in St. Petersburg in the fall, looking to major in psychology. That one gets fouled out of play. Tries for the outside corner, does Titzel, but it'll miss away to even up the count 1-1. Going through that defensive set for you, Titzel in the circle, Bartow behind the plate, Hernandez at third, Lehman at short, Ciccarello at second, Ligeti at first, Velasquez in left, Lloyd in center, and Zelenka in right. Hard hit ball, but foul down the third base side.
Once again.
A lot of action on the hot corner today.
It is. For both righties and lefties, we've actually seen a lot of balls from the lefty batters get down that third base side. So I guess that's why they call it the hot corner for a reason.
Yes, sir. And the pitcher Titzel will miss high. Runs the count, even 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And these girls aren't afraid to play up there at third base either. Challenging.
That's right. You love to see that. I dare you to hit it my way. Count runs full. So a payoff pitch from Titzel to Taylor. Yeah, that's going to be fouled off first base side, out of play. Right into the bullpen. And the payoff pitch.
Pop straight up to Lehman. There's shortstop.
That's right. She'll make the call and the grab to record out number 1. Looks like we're going to might be having a pitching change. It looks like we will, so it looks like Wagner is going to come in and replace Titzel. So we'll check in with one of our partners while we await this pitching change.
Let me hold you. I wanna show you how to treat you right. Pull you closer through the highs and lows. Yeah, I wanna show you how to treat you right.
Pickle.
All right, we're about ready to get back into action here. Sure to appreciate you joining us here today. Shortly after this game concludes, we will have our second game, North versus East. So stick around for that. You don't want to miss it. Again, great talent on hand today. The best of Florida has to offer. So with the pitching change now concluded and Wagner in the circle, now for Savannah Ellis from Hernando High School. She's going to be attending Lake Sumter State College in Leesburg. And Wagner's first pitch misses high for ball one. Savannah's also getting it done in the classroom, graduating in the top 10% of her class this year. So job well done for Savannah. Hard hit ball up the middle. That's going to get through into the outfield. So a single for Ellis gets the tying run aboard for the West. Again, a nice piece of hitting there, Brian. Not much you can do with that pitch except go right back up the middle with it.
She did a great job.
Now for Angie Young. Wagner's is going to connect on that outside corner.
Almost hit Young there. A little high and inside.
Fouled straight back. To run at 1-2. Runner on, one out. 5-4 advantage. South over the West. We still have another hour of play, is what we were advised. It's a hard stop at 2 o'clock for today's game. And that'll be strike three. Wagner records the strikeout to get the second out on the board for the South. Which now brings up Sarah Yamrick. She singled her last at bat. And the Wagner offering, able to get that by. Wagner's really found a groove here, Brian.
Yes, she has. She's doing a good job hitting the corner, staying out of the middle of that plate, and she's got the West here chasing. So looking to close it out here with the 0-2 count.
And that'll miss high. Like the idea there. You got some pitches to waste, so why not try to get some chasing going?
Exactly.
But Yamrick was ready for that one. Ground ball over to Lehman at short. She'll make the toss to Ligeti for out number 3. And that will retire the side. 5-4 is our score, south over west. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
Navy SEAL veteran and endurance athlete Don Mann pushed his body to the limit and tried regenerative medicine when all other options failed.
It's unbelievable. I just assumed I was going to be in pain forever. And I've been in pain since the 80s. Now I'm running and riding a bicycle faster than I have in 7 years. Even my vision is better. I'm 100% pain-free right now. And I don't take any medications.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for regenerative treatment.
So we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Leading things off for the South will be Isabella Caruso. Vega remains in the circle. That gets fouled away. And joining us on the broadcast right now is Executive Director of the FACA, Shelton Cruz. Shelton, how are you doing today?
Doing a lot better right now than I was yesterday.
Yeah, we showed the video before the game started about the inclement weather that we had to deal with yesterday. And, I mean, when Mother Nature makes a decision, you just got to roll with it, unfortunately.
This is Florida. But kudos to the Florida Southern grounds crew that got here at 8:30 this morning, pulled the tarp, did a lot of squeegeeing of the left field, and this game was ready to go. I mean, so, and I think the conditions out there on the field probably gets better every inning. So.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. It's a beautiful complex here at Chris Pilato Field on the campus of Florida Southern College. And Shelton, the FACA has had a solid relationship with the Florida Southern College for the last couple of years now, haven't they?
Very much so. We've had all-star volleyball here. As a matter of fact, one of their associate ADs played in our all-star volleyball game years ago. And I didn't know that until we were here for volleyball. And we've been doing softball here since, I think, 2017, 2016, somewhere along in there. And now they're going to host our all-star baseball game on the 12th and 13th over at historic Henley Field, which is the original home to the Detroit Tigers of spring training.
As Caruso slaps that one into left and makes it all the way to third on, we were just talking about here in the break, all the fabulous plays we've seen here today. There's another one. And the leadoff runner now on third base. That's right, we've got the upcoming FACA All-Star Baseball game coming up. You can also watch that on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. But certainly just outstanding facilities that Florida Southern College has here, Shelton.
Yes, it sure is.
And great people all the way around.
The associate AD, Al Green, is who my contact here is. He's the older gentleman down there, is running things, and what a nice man, and turned out to be a friend. And we try to be easy to work with, and they've been very easy to work with. And I can't say enough about Florida Southern. And for people that hadn't been here, it's a gorgeous campus. The surroundings, the neighborhoods that surrounds the campus, with all these older style homes that's evidently been renovated. It's just a gorgeous area.
Well, it's a great facility with great games, great talent, and a great executive director. Thank you very much,
Thank you
Sheldon,
very much. Yes,
for
sir.
coming on the broadcast, and we look forward to game number 2.
I hope so. Thank you.
And Vega's offering is going to miss away. Count runs even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul off to the right side. Keep it 2-2. Sitting here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Had a great hit by Caruso and got to third base here. Got nobody out. And
That's right.
Bartow is up with a payoff pitch here.
That's right, Bartow trying to capitalize, cash that run in, and again tie the game. But Vega battles right back and gets called strike 3 for out number 1 of the inning. Now 1 out, a runner on third for Amanda Lieberman. One got away a little bit. Good stop by Taylor. We'll tap her up to Vega in the circle. Is going to go home with it. A little bit of a late decision. The run will score. And I'm not a broken record, I promise. We got another key play. And South able to increase their lead 6-4 as Caruso came in to score. And that'll bring up Maria Zelenka. Big cut. She's going to be attending Southeastern University. She hits that one right back up the middle. And that'll get through to put 2 runners on. She's going to be attending Southeastern University, majoring in biology. And she did a great job in her high school career balancing work and school, being a multi-sport athlete.
It brings up Velasquez. She walked her first time up. Got 2 on, 1 out here in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
And that's going to get away, allowing the runners to move up to second and third respectively. So the South looking to put some distance between the 2 squads, at least for now.
Looks like the third base umpire and home plate umpire having a little talk here. I noticed that the home plate umpire put his hands up, to me, kind of signaling a foul ball. But I don't know if the ball hit the bat or not. And maybe that's what they're talking about here. The runners did advance to second and third. And maybe they're talking about it with maybe a inadvertent call.
And we'll see what the ruling is here.
So it looks like it must be staying as a pass ball. And runners are going to be able to advance.
And that is the ruling. It'll stay as is.
So we got a 2-0 count here with 1 out. Runners at second and third.
Vega tries for that outside corner but can't connect. running at the 3-0.
I know it's difficult to see up here in the press box sometimes, but to me, that looked like a pretty good fastball.
And that'll miss for ball 4, and that will load the bases. So the South with a big opportunity.
It brings back up top of the lineup.
And we'll have a trip to the mound, and we'll check in with one of our partners. So it looks like Vega's going to stay in. We mentioned that Emily Leggetti is going to be going to Virginia Tech in the fall. Play softball for the Hokies. One of the things she's most proud of is having several pieces of ceramic work accepted at an art show. So showcasing multiple talents. Vega connects on that outside half. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast today. Go ahead, hit that like button. Let us know that you're enjoying it. It actually also helps on the visibility for the video as part of that YouTube algorithm. So we certainly want to help promote these young ladies here and all the efforts that they've done to deserve to be here today, showcasing their talents on the field. So go ahead, hit that like button. Big cut by Leggetti as Vega gets it by.
Grace fastball on the outside, just outside the outside corner there, and Leggetti couldn't quite reach out and touch it.
Off-speed pitch to center field it goes. Walls will track it, make the grab. It will allow a run to score. That's Lieberman from third, I believe, who came in.
Yes, that is correct.
2 outs now in the inning. Gracie Ciccarello now into the box.
She's had a 2-hit day today, both at bats. Had a hard hit to second base, as well as hard hit to right field.
Fouls that one straight back. Runner goes. A little bit of a slip there. Hope that she's all right. The run will score. So the delayed steal pays off for the South.
Brings up a 3-1 count.
Fly ball right field. Pittman coming in on it. She'll make the grab to end the inning. But not before the South. They add another 3 to their total. 8-4 is our score. You're watching the FACA All-Star Softball Classic on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
One of the reasons we've been so successful at Divinity Med Spa is because we understand what people are looking for. They want to look rested, refreshed, good for their age. We can accomplish this by treatments such as Botox, filler, lasers, and an array of facials, all by a team of trusted experts. This is Divinity, Hernando County's only locally owned and operated med spa. Come see us. We can't wait to meet you.
So we move to the fifth inning. South with an 8-4 advantage over the West. But ultimately, not that the score really matters. These are all out. The game is to showcase all the talent that we have on hand here this evening. And we've kind of seen it all already, which is really not unexpected. Great pitching, great hitting, and great defensive efforts. Leading off the fifth for the West will be Denia Brooks. We'll run through the changes for the South in just a moment. Count runs even, 1-1. Wagner offers that's going to get away. So going through that defensive set now for the South. Wagner in the circle, Caruso behind the plate, Hernandez at third, Lehman at short, Ciccarello at second, Ligeti at first. Some changes in the outfield. Lloyd in left, Bunsey in center, and Velasquez now in right field. Fastball high.
Brings up a 3-1 count here for Brooks. Brooks had a hard hit to second base in her last at bat.
Popped up straight back. Good effort by Caruso, couldn't get there.
Brings up a payoff pitch here with a 3-2 count.
Hard hit ball into right center field. Making a move for second. She's in there. A great hit and hustle by Denia Brooks. And a leadoff double in the scorebook. Now bring up Ella Torres. Hard hit ball into left. And that'll put runners on the corners. So back-to-back big plays for the West. And now they're threatening to battle back into the game.
And Reynolds is up to bat here, and she had a hard hit as well to left field her last at bat.
Hit cut there from Reynolds. Reynolds from Steinbrenner High School is going to be attending the University of Tampa this fall. Playing softball for the Spartans, looking to major in sports medicine. Also getting it done in the classroom, graduating with honors. So great job by Kenzie Reynolds. It's fouled off the leg. Wagner with the 1-2 count, and she'll offer. Again, fouled back. Good battle by Reynolds.
Yeah, Wagner would love to get this out here to potential set up a double play to get out of the inning.
Again, fouled off the leg. Wagner from Vieira High School, coming over from the East squad, playing for the South, so that she actually has our understanding is she actually has her graduation this afternoon. But really wanted to play in this game, so credit to the FACA for making that happen.
But Reynolds has got something to say about that because she's not giving up very easily right here. Got a 1-2 count, and I believe she's probably had 3 or 4 foul balls here.
It's been a great battle. That's exactly right, Brian.
Wagner must not like the pitch that was called.
Grounder, play it home, the tag, in time. A great play by Lyman at short to Caruso at home for out number 1, cutting off that run from third.
Great heads-up play by Lehman to field that ball and get it home to Caruso to record that first out here.
That's right, Lehman from St. Thomas Aquinas High School on that play at short. She's going to be attending North Carolina State University up in Raleigh, North Carolina this fall, playing softball for the Wolfpack, looking to major in psychology. She's actually done a lot of really impressive things. She actually has her own 501c3 nonprofit organization called RBIs for Cancer. So go ahead, check that out, RBIs for Cancer. It raises money for childhood cancer patients, and she has raised over $50,000 towards that effort. So well done, Rayleigh. Certainly a worthy cause. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change, so we'll check in with one of our partners and take a commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment.
For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
So our new pitcher for the South is going to be Eden Playa from Somerset Charter High School. She's going to be attending Southeastern University this fall, looking to major in elementary education. And her best high school memory is winning regionals and going to the States for the first time in Somerset Academy Charter High School history. And she's going to be facing Amanda Lee from Lakewood Ranch. Pitch will miss outside for ball one. Fouled away. It's really turned into a beautiful afternoon here in Lakeland, Florida. We hope that the weather will continue to cooperate with us this afternoon. But it is Florida, and it is June. But certainly we hope for the best nonetheless. That's going to get tapped into right field. Line drive into right. So a single for Lee will load the bases again for the West as they're looking to capitalize on these opportunities here in the fifth. Now brings up Kenna Tipton.
And she walked her first at bat. Looking to get on base again here and put up a couple of runs here for the West. Here in the top half of the fifth inning. Snap throw back to third for Caruso to Hernandez.
And that's going to connect in the zone. Play it now with a 1-2 advantage in the count. Looking to get out of a jam. Corners are in for the infield. And that offering will miss high to run the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Alongside Brian Lott, I'm Will Wilkie bringing you the call for the 2023 FACA Softball All-Star Classic. We hope you're enjoying the broadcast with us this afternoon. Ground ball up the middle. Ciccarello to Lyman. Will take the force at second and concede the run. As they were looking to turn 2 there and get out of the inning. Now for Alana Mercado, representing the Gators of Land O'Lakes. And that'll miss high. Earlier on in the ballgame, our first pitcher for the South was Amanda Lieberman from Jupiter Community College, or Jupiter Community High School, rather. She's going to be going right here to Florida Southern College, so she's getting used to the digs right now. That'll be ball 4. She'll be majoring in pre-dentistry. And one of her best high school softball memories is one that we can certainly all relate to. She made the final out to win districts when she was a sophomore, and she remembers the entire team running out and jumping on top of her and her being at the bottom of the pile. So can't blame her for that being one of your best memories, making a key play like that.
You got it, especially as a sophomore, you know, be able to win that district and secure that last out. Great job.
Now for Nicole Working.
Another snap throw down by Caruso. Brings up a 1-1 count here for Working. Working also had a hit to right field her last at bat.
Slaps that one foul on the third base side.
Leia's looking to punch out here and stop this rally here in the top half of the fifth inning with 2 outs and Bases loaded.
Off-speed pitch. That's going to be lined to the gap in right center field. That'll mean multiple runs for the West, as 3 runs will come in. And Nicole Working cashes in that check. She'll clear the bases with a 3 RBI double.
And just like that, we have a tie ball game again. Great job, great piece of hitting by Working. And that brings us back to the top of the lineup here.
That's right, for Samantha Walls. She's 1 for 2 on the afternoon.
And if you remember back her last at bat, she had that hard line drive to third base that Hernandez did a good job and was able to get a double play there to get that inning started up.
The 1-0 offering from player Walls shows bunt, but does not commit.
And if I remember right, I believe Walls is a USF commit as well, correctly?
That's correct. Playing softball for the Bulls next year. And now looking at the hitter's count, 3-1. There's a little tapper over to Lyman. Rockets it over to Leggetti at first for out number 3. But not before the West answers right back. They plate 4. We've got an 8-8 ball game as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning on the Gulf Coast Sports
Welcome
Network.
to the Clubhouse, Tampa Bay's premier baseball and softball training facility. Our 11,000 square foot training facility features rentable cages and bullpen lanes, along with the newest technology such as HitTrax and Rapsodo, baseball and softball pitching machines, full gym, and plyo area, all to keep you at the top of your game. We also have a fully stocked baseball and softball pro shop carrying the biggest brands such as Marucci, Rawlings, Easton, DeMarini, Wilson, and many more. If you're in need of training, we also have the area's top professional instructors offering hitting, pitching, fielding, and strength instruction for both baseball and softball players. From youth to professional athletes, the clubhouse has you covered. We are conveniently located 1 mile east of the Suncoast Parkway on Spring Hill Drive. Stop in and check us out.
Okay, we're in the bottom of the 5th inning now. Kendall Wiley has now taken over duties in the circle. Annalise Bunsey to lead off the inning for the South. We'll run through the defensive changes for you now for the West. Wiley in the circle. Taylor remains behind the plate. Torres at third. Brooks now at short. Reynolds at second. Ellis at first. Working in left. Young in center. And Lee in right field. Wiley from North Fort Myers High School. Another big cut, gets ahead 0-2. Off-speed pitch. Good job to fight that one away. Keep the battle alive. Bunsey looking to protect with that 0-2 count. Wiley looking for the punch-out pitch. And the 1-2, that gets fouled off the leg. Bunsey was still in the box, so that's a dead ball, foul ball. You make contact with the ball outside of the box, that's going to be an out. So nice action on that ball. It'll miss away, though, to run the count even 2-2. Popped up and out of play. Hard hit ball to left. But foul. We actually have changes to that defensive alignment. We'll get to that to you in a minute. Hard line drive. Beautiful diving grab by Working in left field. Another great defensive play here today.
That was a great play there.
So we actually have Tipton at short. Correction, Tipton at short. Young at second and Reynolds in center field. So again, that's Tipman at short, Young at second, and Reynolds in center field. Going to bring up Rayleigh Lyman.
She was hit by a pitch her last at bat.
Off speed pitch. Connects in the zone to even things up. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out in the inning. High ball game. Hard hit ball in the right. I think I saw the vapor trail on that one. And a single for Lyman gets a runner on. Now for Ensley Lloyd. Right on the inside, half of that back gets fouled away.
You know, Will, coming into this game, I was expecting to see some really, really good pitching, and we have seen some great pitching. But I tell you what, these ladies have really, really hit the ball hard and really done a good job putting it in play. So far, we've only played 4 and 1/3 innings, and we've already had 20 hits here amongst all these girls here. It's been a phenomenal hitting show that they put on.
Exactly right, Brian. And with the talent that we have on hand here, I mean, you're not going to get any gimmies. These need to be hard hit balls in places where the defender's not, and that's exactly what we're seeing.
Yep.
There's a grounder over to Young at second. She'll knock it down, but no play to be had. That's going to put 2 runners on. Jesse Hernandez.
And she's had a 2-hit day today.
She'll take the first pitch offering from Wiley high for ball one. Fastball connects on the inner half. Foul ball, Ellis making a play on it. Just outside the outstretched arm. So count remains 1-2. Liner up the middle. That's going to drop in. Good job by Reynolds to quickly get that ball in. But here we go again, Brian. Bases loaded situation. This time for the South. And it's going to bring up Isabella Caruso. So Caruso looking at that 0-1 count, slaps it, knocked down by Tipman. She'll take the force at second, tossing it to Young. Runners on the corners now for 2 outs. Russo's going to make it into second. Bianca Bartow now steps in.
With 2 outs. Runners on second and third.
Foul ball down that first base line. Ellis laying out for it. And that pitch will miss away. And just to let our viewers know, we were advised earlier that there might be a hard stop at 2 o'clock. So we were just informed actually that we're going to play 6 innings this game. There will be 6 innings played. And then they will end the ball game. Again, that's due to the 2 o'clock hard stop that we're looking at to try to get the second game in before, unfortunately, we have bad weather in the forecast. Around 3 o'clock this afternoon, so doing our best that we can to get all these teams featured. And out at home, a great hustle play by Taylor to end the inning. And that's going to take us to the 6th inning. Again, we were just informed that the 6th inning will be the last inning of the ball game. So don't miss this conclusion on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. So we move to the sixth inning. And just a reminder, we were just informed that this will be the last inning of the ball game, coming up on a time constraint so that we can get the second game in.
Brings Wiley up here to the plate. She was our pitcher here in the last inning. Runs a 1-1 count. West is looking to get at least a run on the board here in the top half of the sixth inning, with this being our last inning of this game due to weather restraints later on in the day, trying to get the second game in. A 2-1 count. Pop fly, and great job by Caruso. Actually, excuse me, that's Bartow from Sickles behind the plate. Great job by Bartow to record the pop fly out there here in the top half of the sixth inning. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change here in the top half of the sixth. We'll see who this is in just a minute. I got one out, top half of the sixth.
So we'll go ahead and take a break while we await this pitching change. We'll get that new information to you. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you know, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. You know, why would you deal with this pain for another day?
So we're back to live action after the pitching change. Zelenka comes in, and she's going to be facing Hannah Taylor. Hard hit ball in the right center field. That's going to get by and go all the way to the fence. Multiple bases on tap for Taylor. And she's going to motor into third with a stand-up triple. Certainly the way you want to start an inning there, Brian.
You're exactly right, especially being here in the last inning. We got one out. Got a tying run here at third base for her high school teammate,
Savannah
Ellis, to come up to bat here.
Look at winds and offers. And she's going to connect on that inner half. The 0-1, fly ball center field. Bunsey is under it. She'll make the grab, tagging and making the play home in time is Taylor. So Ellis will get the sacrifice fly, and we've got a tie ball game. It's actually 1 out in the inning. Now for Angie Young.
Foul ball.
And the 0-1 delivery, foul straight back. Quickly 0-2. Zelenka's going to be looking for that punch out. Try to give the South some breathing room. Good defensive swing by Young to keep the at-bat alive. Be sure to stick with us immediately at the conclusion of today's ball game, which will be at the end of this inning. The 6th inning will be the last inning of the ball game. Brian Lott will announce the Glory Days player of the game. And I got to tell you, this is a really hard decision to make. Such wonderful talent on the field here today. Wonderful plays all the way around.
Yeah, you know, Will, it's difficult to try to pick somebody, especially when you got nothing but all-stars out here that's come through their high school season this year and well deserving to be here. Great play by Hernandez. Great job.
That's right, making it look easy is Hernandez. And that will end the inning. But the West able to tie it up. And it'll take us to the last 3 outs of the ball game. The South have 3 outs to put a run on the board right here on GCSN.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you know, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. You know, why would you deal with this pain for another day?
So we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. This will be it. And we do have some changes to report. Savannah Ellis is going to take over in the circle for the West squad. Looks like Wiley's going to move to first. And we've got some late arrivals to the field right now, so we'll do our best to get caught up on the defensive alignment. Bartow to lead things off. Actually, that looks like it might be Lieberman.
I believe that is Lieberman.
So Lieberman, sorry about that. That's Amanda Lieberman leading things off. As we mentioned, Amanda Lieberman is going to be attending Florida Southern College right here. So she'll be a mock starting in the fall. Majoring in sports management, she'll take the walk, and now the winning run is on first base. Ellis working quickly. Now for Zelenka. And Ellis quickly ahead, 0-2. Liner trying to double it up and does. An outstanding play by Reynolds. Taking the line drive and firing it over to Wiley at first. And oh, how the tables have turned now. The South's going to have to do it the hard way.
With Velasquez coming up to bat.
Ellis starts off with the changeup, and that'll connect in the zone for called strike one.
And Velasquez has walked in both at bats she's had today. So she's looking to get a hit here and get on the board. Just missed outside. Brings up 1-1 in count with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
And the 2-1 will connect. Nice placement by Ellis to run the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 9-9 is our score. And this is the last inning of the ball game. Off-speed pitch popped up to left, going out from short, and making the grab is Reynolds. And that will do it. That is your final score. It's going to end in a tie today. Really wouldn't expect it any one other way with the fabulous talent that we have on hand here. Now let's kick it over to Brian Lott for our Glory Days Player of the Game. Brian, who do you have?
Hey, Will, thank you. Today is going to go to Jessie Hernandez from Somerset Rivers Silver Palms. She went 3 for 3 today, had a great at bats. So congratulations to Jessie Hernandez.
That's a job well done. We hope you enjoyed the ball game here today on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Stay tuned for game number 2 coming up shortly. And don't forget, we'll see you next time. So we want to go ahead and run through the player rosters quickly, as we didn't have a chance to do that before the game. So starting with the South roster, we have Bianca Bartow from Sickles, Gracie Ciccarello from Plant, Isabella Bertarelli from Coral Springs Charter, Samantha Titzel from Palm Beach Gardens, Ensley Lloyd from Osceola Fundamental, Eden Player from Somerset Silver Palms, Rayleigh Lyman from St. Thomas Aquinas, Alana Velasquez from Pembroke Pines Charter, Annalise Bunsey from Jensen Beats, Jesse Hernandez, our player of the game from Somerset Silver Palms, Madison Davis from Lincoln Park Academy, Amanda Lieberman from Jupiter, Emily Leggetti from American Heritage, Vanessa Gilbert from Fort Lauderdale, Maria Zelenka from Florida Christian, Megan Rasmussen from Pembroke's Pine Charter. And the coaching staff for the South team today, Brian Balcom from St. Thomas Aquinas, Randy Jackson from Palm Beach Gardens, Mark Schusterman from Riviera Prep, and Mark Montemuro from Coral Springs Charter. This is your Southern roster. Now let's take it over to the West. Samantha Walls from Newsom, Sarah Yemerick from Bishop Verot, Kenna Tipman from Venice, Mackenzie Reynolds from Steinbrenner, Ella Torres from Parish Community, Dania Brooks from Sickles, Amanda Lee from Lakewood Ranch, Elena Mercado from Land Lakes, Abby Kleinfelter from Clearwater, Kendall Wiley from North Fort Myers, Savannah Ellis from Hernando, Nicole Working from Land Lakes, Isabella Vega from Parish Community, Angie Young from Palm Beach Harbor University, and Hannah Taylor from Hernando. And the coaching staff for the West All-Stars, Steve Constantino from Venice, Mitch Wilkins from Land Lakes, and David Erb from Venice. And this is your West roster. Again, thank you for joining us here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We'll see you next time.